Good morning YouTube friends, my name's Jackie, welcome to Gone Potty Gardening. Today, first off, I want to talk about actually YouTube itself. And yeah, when we first started YouTube, we were just going to do it just for our own, you know, so we could look back and see what we've done on the small holding. But since then, we've made some amazing friends on YouTube. It's incredible. Such a lovely community, really is. You do get the odd troll, but you know, all in all, it's a great place. And that leads me to a couple of things really. The first thing is we received a parcel in the post from a lovely subscriber called Jerry. Now Jerry has a Facebook page which I will link in the description, called So Enchanted. She's amazingly talented crafting, and she's got about 3 polytunnels, loves growing food. So yeah, pop along there and have a look. And I think soon she's talking about starting a channel. So yeah, what a lovely lady though, out of the blue to get in touch and want to send me some seeds. I was blown away. Thank you, Jerry. And the second thing she sent with the seeds was a homemade plant hanger, which I've just got to sort out. Yeah, look, homemade, handcrafted. Thank you, Jerry, it's amazing. And I'll just show you, tell you what she sent. She sent some zinnia seeds called Envy. Sorry about the cockerel in the background. Nasturtium dual mix. So I'm going to stick a few of them seeds straight into the ground, and the zinnia actually. There's some sweet pea called Mammoth mix, and she said to try a few in the ground now, you never know, you know, and also you can plant some in the autumn, so I should be doing that. And Autumn Beauty sunflowers, teddy bear sunflowers, and some safe sunflower seeds of that Jerry had grown herself. So yeah, Jerry, big up for you, and thank you so much for you know, getting in touch and wanting to do that for us. I'm going to save you some little seeds and send them off. You know, it'd be all right for next year anyway, won't it? But yeah, the YouTube community is incredible. We've met a couple of people that, well, actually 3 that are moving to Ireland, you know, and yeah, friendships can definitely be made on YouTube, that's for sure. Yeah, it's a great place. To start with today, I think I'm going to get this little garlic rack done. So, do you remember when I did the pea video, the pea frame, in the last video? Well, I'm actually doing the same sort of thing. I'm using this wood. I'll show you how you buy it. It comes in pieces like this, which you buy from the timber yard. And what I do is I measure it, and I cut this in half, and then I sand it all down and smooth off the corners. So yeah, I've got lots of bits and pieces hanging around I want to get done. So yeah, so far all I've done is put a little frame together like that. And what I'll do at the end is I'll measure it all out, and I'll put it in the description, the measurements, and if anyone wanted to make one. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is make some little bits for these corners to strengthen the frame up. All I've done, if you can see at the end, is screwed them, and if you move it, it's a little bit flimsy. So to strengthen it up, I'm going to put some little corner bits in there and then screw it in. And then I'm going to attach some chicken wire to it. But before I put the chicken wire on, I want to paint it. So yeah, there's lots of little things I'm going to do today. And then I'll show you when I've finished. So if you're thinking of making a little garlic frame, I'll probably make 2 of these, because I haven't got heaps and heaps of garlic, but yeah, I'll probably make a couple of these. So yeah, so I've made the frame, so all you have to do is make a frame like that and screw it in the corners. But to get the this corner bit right, to make it stronger, all I do is I've got a piece of timber like this. I'm going to rest it underneath there so that it's like that. But all I do is look at the gap like that. Let's get it yeah, so look, make it like that so you've got a little gap, and then I'll just well, actually I don't want to waste any wood, so I'm going to push that down more so that that piece of wood I've got here fits. Yeah, so all you have to do then is get your pen and go along that bit. Oh, I've moved it a bit. And go along this bottom bit as well. And that'll be where you cut it to fit in this corner bit to make it stronger. So I'm going to carry on doing that round all the corners, and then I'll be able to screw it in from this bit here into there. So what I've done is I've measured you know, halfway on this piece of timber, and I'm going to use a ruler to draw the straight line. I'm not going to try and cut these little bits of timber because you end up cutting your hand. So if you're going to make those corner little brace things, you're better off cutting up, you know, a long piece of timber and then marking it like that and cutting it as you go, and then you won't hurt your feet, you won't cut yourself. So I'm going to measure this all the way along, and then I'll use a jigsaw to cut it. So just be careful, make sure your lead's out of the way. And basically I'm using this little table. Yep, so that's sawn in half, and then what I'll do now is sand it so it's all nice and smooth, because it makes it better for when you paint it as well, and you don't get any splinters. So I've got me a little piece of wood. I've like I say, I smoothed the long piece out like that, and I cut my first piece off of there, look. So that'll go in this corner there like that. You can see. And then all I do is put a screw in there and one in there, and that'll make the frame really nice and tight. So I'll carry on doing that, going all the way around, and then I'll probably just paint this before I put some wire on it. Now, you've probably heard me talk about it before, but I find one of these invaluable when you're doing little garden projects. It's a little battery one. I got it from the well-made, you know, the well-known German store. And I always drill the wood first before I put a screw in, because when it's narrow and stuff like that, it can split. So I shall pre-drill the holes where I'm going to put the screws before I put the screws in. Okay, as I said to you before, my joints and cutting are never perfect, but they do for whatever I'm making. So that's the sort of thing you want, really. You know, cut them corners and just make the frame stronger. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give it a coat of paint and then the chicken wire. So what I've done now is I've found some chicken wire and cut it to the width of the frame that I've made. But I noticed on the chicken wire running through it is one line of thicker wire. There's another bit here. Yeah, so I've tried to keep it kind of like that width. It might mean that I have a little bit of an overhang, but it saves you having all these sharp bits of wire hanging over the edge. So yeah, what I'm going to do now, I've put one in there, but I'm going to staple the rest to the frame. As you can see as well, I've already give it, well, it's actually, the frame's had two coats of paint, and it's all dry, so that's why I'm doing the wire now. Yep, so I'm just going to go around and staple the rest, and I'll be back to you when I'm done. These staple guns are a nightmare, aren't they? Anyway, I'll be back with you in a minute. I've actually decided to cut these side bits just to inside the frame, because you won't catch your fingers, plus it neatens it off. So I've decided to do that and don't let any sort of like metal hang over that frame. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this sorted. So there's me old garlic frame, painted, got the wire on, I've made sure there's no sharp bits all around the edge, and now I'm just going to think of a way of hanging it. And actually I've got a ball of twine, and it's quite thick. You could use whatever you've got available really, but and the frame as well, you could make it whatever size you want. You see these corner bits here, there's a hole there, so that's where I'm going to put the twine through there. But I want to hang mine from my polytunnel, so I'll show you the little knot that I use when I go fishing. So we'll use that knot. So the knot I use when I go fishing is, let's go through the back way. So I'm going to put it through that little gap where them corner bars are, and so I've got the string like that. I'm going to go round 5 times, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then bring this piece through here, through that bottom bit there, right at the bottom. So bring it through there like that, hold it, and then pull this end tight, like down like that. And that's a really strong knot, that. To make it extra tight, I'm just going to tie a knot in it. And then to keep it tidy, I'll just cut this piece off. And then what I'll do is when I hang it over the bar, I put the string through the bar, go back through here and just do a normal bow or knots, and undo it when I want to lower it. So let's do another knot on this one. I suppose I've allowed about probably 1.5 meters of twine, probably. So let's do this corner. I'm going from the back so the knot part of it is on the inside. So again, it's wind this string round the one bit at the beginning about 5 times. Probably did it 6 then, I don't know. And then go back through this hole here, the hole there, and then hold both bits, hold that bottom bit and pull that bit down, and then do a normal knot, which is there, and I'm cutting that off to make it neater. So I'll show you now. I'm going to hang it up there. Now I'm going to hang it with the what I call staple side facing upwards. So all I'm going to do is put the wire string around the bar, at the top. Go through the hole again in the other side, the one that I haven't tied. What I do just for now is I'm just going to put like a shoelace tie in it, if you know, half a shoelace tie, just to hold it in place while I get the other string up. So there we are, yeah, that's it for now. I mean, I probably could have done with a little bit of thicker rope, but I haven't got any, so for now that'll do. It's not going to go anywhere, and it's hanging up in the polytunnel, ready for that lovely garlic harvest. There's a few plants that I'm really itching to get out, but excuse my hands with the paint. But you know, last night we had a -2 frost. They actually say that it's been the coldest May since 1922, so it's unreal, isn't it? Yeah, sitting here now with the sun coming in, you wouldn't dream of that, would you? It was going to be really cold. Hopefully now though it'll pick up and I'll be able to get a lot of this stuff planted outside. Fingers crossed. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you give it a go at making a garlic rack, whatever way you do it, any old wood you got. It's always worth having a go. Remember, it doesn't have to be straight, it can be your way. Nobody's perfect. Give it a go. Anyway, take care everyone. See you soon. See you in the next one. Bye.
Why not come and join me on Facebook or Instagram? The link is in the description.